Hi everyone, my name is Hanna from Kumpulan A Philosophy, and in this video, I will explain the concept of metaphysics that I've learned, which is one of the most important branches of philosophy. Metaphysics is the study of reality that goes beyond what we can see, touch, or measure, because metaphysics is divided into two words, which is meta, that means goes or beyond, and physics, which is material world. It focuses on understanding the fundamental nature of existence, questions that are deeper than what science alone can answer. In simple words, metaphysics explore what is real and why things exist. It examines aspects of reality that cannot be fully explained by physical or scientific experiments. While science studies what is observable, metaphysics studies what lies behind those observations. Metaphysics is usually divided into several major areas. The first one is ontology, which is the study of being and existence. Ontology asks questions like, what does it mean to exist? What kind of things truly exist? Or, do we only exist as physical bodies, or do we also have something non-physical like a soul or consciousness? These questions remind us that existence is not just about having a physical form, but also about understanding what makes something real. Another important area is cosmology, which is the second one, which is the study of the origin and structure of the universe. Cosmology tries to understand where the universe came from, what principles govern its existence, and why everything is arranged the way it is. These questions often lead to discussion about creation, the meaning of the universe. There's a higher power behind everything. Metaphysics also explores the philosophy of mind, which is the third, which examines the relationship between the mind and the body. For example, when we think or feel something, is that purely a chemical reaction in the brain? Or is the mind something beyond the physical body? This is a metaphysical question because it deals with the nature of consciousness, something we cannot see directly, but we all experience it personally. What makes metaphysics special is that it deals with questions that every human being has asked at some point in life. Questions like, why am I here? What is the purpose of life? What happens after we die? These are not ordinary questions. They reflect our desire to understand quality beyond the physical world. Different cultures and religions offer different metaphysical explanations. And this is why metaphysics is closely connected with spirituality, belief systems, and human meaning. In our daily lives, metaphysics influence the way we think about ourselves, our relationship, and our purpose. When someone reflects on their dreams, their identity, their destiny, they are engaging in metaphysical thinking. Even simple thoughts like, everything happens for a reason, or there must be something beyond this life, are metaphysical in nature. In conclusion, metaphysics is a field that encourages us to think deeply about reality, existence, and the unseen aspects of life. It helps us understand the bigger picture, beyond what we can physically observe. By studying metaphysics, we learn to question, reflect, and explore the deeper meaning behind the world we live in. Based on the metaphysics concept explained, these images are considered metaphysical for some individuals because they reflect the themes emphasized in our metaphysics, such as the nature of the soul, the meaning of existence, and the reality of life after death. When looking at funeral rituals from different traditions, we are not just observing a physical event, we are witnessing expressions of deeper beliefs about what happened to a person's being once the physical body stopped functioning. This situation brings us to the same salah. Based on the metaphysics concept explained, the images shown are considered metaphysical for many individuals because they represent moments where people confront the deepest questions about life, existence, and the nature of reality. The pictures highlight funeral scenes from different cultural and religious contexts, one taking place in a Christian chapel, another in a Muslim funeral. Although the settings are different, both scenes reflect humanity's shared attempt to understand something that cannot be seen or physically measured, the mystery of death and what comes after it. In the chapel image, people are gathered around a coffin, surrounded by religious symbols such as flowers, candles, a wooden cross. These elements are not merely decorations, they represent beliefs about the soul, spiritual transition, and eternal life. From a metaphysical perspective, this image raises questions such as: does the soul go to heaven? What is the relationship between the body left behind and the spirit that is believed to continue? These are not questions that can be answered through science, but through metaphysical beliefs about reality beyond the physical world. The second image, which shows a Muslim funeral at a cemetery, also reflects deep metaphysical meaning. People gather around the burial site. In Islamic belief, the burial is not only a physical act, but also a spiritual one that guides the deceased toward the afterlife. The moment the body is lowered into the ground is filled with metaphysical significance, which reflects the belief in the soul's transition to another realm, the day of judgment, and the continuation of existence beyond the material world. This connects directly to metaphysical questions such as: where does the soul go after burial? Where does the soul go after burial? Does life continue in a different dimension? What is the nature of the afterlife? Both images show that while the body remains in the physical world, the focus of the rituals is on something that cannot be seen, the fate of the soul. This separation between body and spirit is a central theme in metaphysics. It encourages people to think about what it truly means to exist, and whether human existence is limited to the physical form or extends into a spiritual dimension. The emotions shown in the images, sadness, reflection, prayer, also indicate that individuals are not just dealing with a physical event, but with the metaphysical meaning behind it. For these reasons, the images are strongly related to metaphysics because they illustrate moments where human beings try to understand the unseen aspect of reality: life, death, the soul, and the possibility of existence beyond the physical world. Funerals, regardless of religion or culture, always connect people of these metaphysical reflections, making the images powerful representations of metaphysical inquiry in real-life situations. So that's all from me. Thank you. I hope you understand. Bye.